Ngayon, we would be discussing the nervous system. What time is it? Okay, 11 na. So, we still have 1 hour, no? Again, ang mga hindi natin matapos for animal anatomy and physiology would be continued next week. Okay? The same schedule, 5 to 9. Monday, talagang rationalization yon. And then maybe we still have Wednesday to Friday, no? Let's just try to incorporate the remaining anatomy and physiology. Kasi medyo mahaba mahaba yung subject matter na to, hindi talaga matatapos within 4 hours lang. Okay? So, this one, medyo parami na ng parami yung dapat i-familiarize. So, what is, kunwari hindi nyo nakita, what is the basic unit of nervous system? Ano yung unang naaalala nyo when we say nervous system? Anything lang.
Nerve cells.
Nerve cells. Ano pa? Wala na?
Neurons.
Sino? Ano po?
Neurons.
Neurons. Okay. Sino po dito mahilig manood ng mga yung ano nga yun, yung kay Catherine tsaka Daniel? Too Good to Be True? Sino nanonood? Wala. Hala. Baka aral na kayo ng aral. Sa Too Good to Be True kasi, ang bida doon, si Ronaldo Valdez, no? Napakabata. May Alzheimer's. So, mainly, if yun yung mga sakit, usually related talaga yun sa nervous system. So, the same with our farm animals, no? Hindi ko sinasabi na may Alzheimer's din sila. But then, sa ating mga farm animals kasi, like for example, sa poultry, when they are attacked by a virus, for example, Newcastle's disease in our chicken, no? The first symptoms or signs that would appear is actually respiratory. When I say respiratory, meron silang mga sipon, meron silang ubo, may mga mucus discharge sa ilong, may mga mucus discharge sa mata at sa baba. Usually, yun yung mga first sign and symptoms na makikita if may Newcastle's disease yung chicken. However, if yung respiratory signs and symptoms pa lang ang lalabas, pwede pa yung maagapan. Pwede pa yung i-treat, no? Pwede pa yung maybe you could still apply controls, no? However, if mag-appear na yung mga nervous system related complication, like for example, may makita na kayong chicks na bumabaliktad yung ulo, yung mga goats na nakatingala na lang, hindi na mabalik sa dati. So those are neural complications na, meaning involved na sa nervous system. So yun yung importance, bakit kailangan malaman natin yung basic na nervous system in order for us to identify as well the symptoms and signs, no? Na okay, if nakatingala na pala, if naka-stargazing na pala yung chicks, this is already a neural problem. It's better na lang to call out that chicken instead of curing it or treating it, no? So those simple applications lang kapag nasa animal diseases na tayo. How about yun sa soil, ma'am? Wala pa pong nosebleed. Ano po yung sa soil? Ma'am Lilith? Hello? Ma'am Lilith?
Meron po, yung sa ma'am, wala na pong review, baka yun ang tinatanong niya, yung audited, yung pag-review.
Okay. Si engineer kasi sa Tuesday. Okay. Oo. Sa Monday, ako yung magdi-discuss because i-rationalize natin yung pre-test nyo. Sa Tuesday, meron po si engineer na discussion. Okay? Meron po si engineer na discussion kasi hindi siya nakapag-discuss kasi brown out sa kanila yesterday. Okay? So, sorry po hindi ko nakita yung chat. Okay. Good naman po, Sir Allen. Wala pang nosebleed. Anyway, basic lang naman po ito. So, ganun na nga. Ang basic unit ng ating nervous system is the nerve cells. No? Kung kanina, bone cells, no? Ngayon, nerve cells naman. So, nerve cells are also called neurons. No? They specialize in impulse condition or the relay of messages, yung mga cells. So, yun nga, sabi ko sa inyo earlier that sa Too Good to Be True ni na Catherine and Daniel, yung isang bida doon may Alzheimer's. Usually the tendency for those, yung mga nerve cells nila is hindi na masyadong active. Especially it is also related sa aging, no? Hindi na rin masyadong malakas yung impulse, hindi na rin masyadong active yung mga nerve cells. The same goes with our animals na may mga paralytic problem or yung mga may paralysis, no? Again, this could be caused by genetics, this could be caused by external factors like causal agents like virus, bacteria, no? Na hindi may iiwasan na from respiratory nagde-develop as neural problem. So, yung nangyayari dyan, supposedly, if, for example, ilalagay ko yung kamay ko sa mainit na apoy, no? Once I put my hand in there, the impulse from my brain would say na kunin mo yung kamay mo. However, if your nerve cells or your neurons are not functioning well or are not that active, ang impulse na kahit sabihin ng brain mo na kunin mo dyan, but then, yun nga, paralyzed ka, hindi na gumagana yung mga nerve cells, hindi mo magagalaw. The same goes with our stroke patients. Yun din sa mga farm animals natin na nagde-develop ng paralysis. Okay? Yung palyado doon, yung nerve cells nila. Okay? Starting from the brain and on delivering the message or delivering the impulse. So, maraming nerve cells sa ating katawan. Okay? Nerve cells, merong gap yun between two nerve cells. So, ang gap na yun is tinatawag na synapse. Okay? So, ang electrical impulse naman na nagde-deliver ng message, that is called action potential. Okay? Again, action potential, this is the brief electrical event. Okay? Mabilis na mabilis yun. Yun na. Wala namang ibang dapat pang dapat pa. Yun yung mga basic, no? Yun yung mga basic natin na dapat matandaan under nervous system. So, sa nerve cell naman, meron tayong tatlong parts, no? So, sa nerve cell, meron tayong tatlong parts. We have the dendrite, the soma, and then the axon. Soma, ito yung central cell body. This is where the nucleus is found. Okay? So, that is the body, central talaga. Yung green na to, this is the nucleus of this cell. Okay? Again, this is a nerve cell. So, ganon. Dendrite, these are the branches that receives chemical messages from other neurons. Message converted into impulses. And then, once may impulse na, i-receive ni dendrite, yun lang po yung dapat tandaan natin na si dendrite ang nagre-receive. And then, ipaprocess, dadaan kay central cell body, dadaan sa axon. This is the trunk. Okay? Parang tree siya, no? This is where the impulse are sent, no? And then, axon terminal. Sa terminal part or sa end part ng axon, yun na yung in charge sa pag-send ng message into another cell. So, the flow would be like this. It always starts from the dendrite. Okay? So, again, dendrite, soma or cell body, and then axon terminal. Si axon terminal yung nagsisend. So, yun na lang po yung isipin nyo. Terminal siya. So, sa terminal, dyan ka sumasakay para pumunta sa gusto mong lugar. So, ganon. So, ganito. isang nerve cell to, isang nerve cell din to. So, first nerve cell, second nerve cell. So, paano ba? I-receive ni dendrite dito, dendrite yung message or yung impulse, dadaan si action potential sa axon terminal. Action potential is the electric impulse. So like, ito po oh. Ay. Kita nyo po yung parang electricity. Yan. Yan na yan po yung nangyayari every time may impulse or may message na nangyayari sa mga nerve cells natin. Okay? So sa mga may palyado na nervous system, usually yung impulse nila hindi ganyan kabilis or it could be yung impulse is napuputol. Hindi na de-deliver kung saan man dapat i-deliver. So, ganon. Going back sa action potential, this is the presynaptic cell or the sending cell and then the receiving. So, always remember that dendrite is for receiving and axon is for sending. Okay? So, we also have three different kinds of nerve cell. Okay? Or neuron. We have the sensory nerve cell. We have the interneuron and the motor neuron. Yung mga sensory neurons natin, ito yung mga neurons na located sa ating mga senses. Okay? So ano ba yung mga senses natin? Eyes, ano pa? Ears, nose, skin, okay, for tactile. Okay? So, ano pa? Parang may kulang. Di ba dapat 5?
Touch.
Tactile skin. Oh, kalimutan. Taste pala.
Taste.
Yun. Ay, talaga yung taste pa nakalimutan. Okay, so these are the 5 senses. So automatic, for example, dila, no? Yung nerve cell na naka-attach mismo sa labas ng dila nyo or sa taste buds nyo, that is the sensory neuron. After that first neuron na naka-attach sa dila, the next would be the interneuron. Okay? So interneuron, lahat yon up until ma-reach si brain. Okay? The same with your eyes. For example, sa eyes nyo, the moment that you see that or you sense that color is yellow, for example, no, ang unang re-receive ng message na yan is your sensory neuron and that is attached to the part of your eye or to your eyeball. Okay? After that first nerve cell, i-deliver niya na yon sa mga interneurons. Up until sa interneuron, ma-reach naman si brain. Okay? From the brain naman, interneuron pa rin. And then, after ma-reach naman ni message, si muscle, no? That is already called motor neuron. Okay? So, for example, ulit, hinawakan ko yung apoy. So, yung makaka-feel ng apoy is si sensory neuron. Okay? Yung magde-deliver ng message, yung mga interneurons. The moment na in-interpret na ng brain ko na, uy, mainit pala. The moment na kinuha ko yung kamay ko sa apoy, that would already be the motor neuron. Because the motor neuron, guys, is attached to the muscles. Okay? Na magsasabi kay muscle na, uy, kunin mo yung kamay mo dyan. Okay? So, between and ito, senses. Okay? So, please try to remember that. Ito. So, meron tayong divisions of the nervous system. Kung i-concept map natin, ganito yung itsura. Okay? But to discuss this concept map, let's start from the very basic, okay? Start tayo kay central at saka peripheral. Central, ito. So, pinakauna na division ng ating nervous system is the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So, si central nervous system, that is the main processing unit of the body. No, it will include the brain and of course the spinal cord. So yung mga paralyzed o mga paralytic problems natin sa animals, usually sa central nervous system yung palyado. Okay? Mainly si brain talaga. The peripheral nervous system naman, this is the nerves, no, that emerges from the brain and the spinal column. So, yon. Again, CNS is comprised of the brain and the spinal cord. Brain, spinal cord, brain, spinal cord. Okay? Peripheral nervous system usually are the neurons. Okay? So, si brain, if you want, you can try to be familiar with the basic parts of the brain. Like for example, cerebellum, midbrain, frontal, yung nasa frontal lobe. So, pero I won't really recommend that because it's for me, hindi siya masyadong binibigyan ng attention sa board exam. Medyo kung marami si bones, mas marami pa si brain. So, if you have time, you can review, no? Nandiyan naman yung mga brain parts, brain anatomy sa ating mga modules. However, if wala nang time, try to scan it lang, not really memorize it. Okay? So, yon si central nervous system. Si PNS naman or si peripheral nervous system, it's still divided into two pathways. Again, the PNS can be divided into afferent and efferent. So, afferent pathway or the sensory neurons, no, it transmit nerve impulses from the effector organ to the spinal cord or brain. So, for example, sa skin, yun nga, yung example ko ulit na apoy, no? Once si skin na expose sa apoy, it's the afferent nerve who is in charge. No? Mga afferent pathway yon. Okay? Mga afferent pathways. And then i-interpret ni brain pupunta kay muscle. Yung mga in charge doon is yung mga motor neurons natin. So, balik naman tayo sa ganitong setup. Okay? The same lang. The same. Huwag kayong ma-confuse. The same lang to. Mas nilagyan lang ng pathway ngayon. Okay? Because si afferent is also called sensory. So, paano matandaan? And si interneurons, ito din, no? Huwag ma-confuse. Okay? The same lang yung logic ng dalawang yon. So just to give you a better mnemonics, no? And to, of course, for your retention purposes, we have the mnemonic same. Okay? So same, sensory, that is afferent pathway. Sensory, afferent. Motor, efferent. Okay? So under the peripheral nervous system, we have the afferent and then the efferent. So, si sensory, automatic afferent yon, and then si motor, automatic efferent yon. Same. Okay? Please try to be familiar with it. Ito yung definition. Okay? So, another example. The moment na nakita ko yung abs niya, okay? That's my sensory and afferent pathway working. Okay? If nakita ko yung abs niya and then may intention ako na hawakan yung abs niya, okay? Or for example, hinawakan ko yung abs niya. That's my motor or efferent pathway working. Okay? Again, when we receive the senses or when we receive the stimulus, that's our sensory. The moment we act upon it, that's our motor. Okay? Again, same. Medyo confusing pero tandaan nyo lang same. So, SAT-B. Another mnemonics is SAT-B. Okay? That is sensory afferent. It's always towards the brain. Okay? Sensory or afferent pathway will always deliver the message papunta sa brain or sa spinal column. Okay? Towards the brain. Si efferent kasi or sa motor, it's always away. Okay? Si afferent or si sensory, it's always towards or papunta. So, hindi nyo na kailangan matandaan si motor tsaka si efferent kasi kapag natandaan yung SAT-B, automatic na rin yun. Okay? Just memorize same and SAT-B. Okay. So, medyo may nosebleed na ba? Or wala pa naman? Kaya pa? Kaya pa? Can I see some hands if kaya pa? Okay, kaya pa naman. Again, if you have some questions, please ask po. I would really encourage you to ask questions in case, no? So, going back, no? Si motor pathway naman could be divided further into somatic and autonomic. Okay? So, balik tayo sa concept map. Ito na. Okay na si CNS. Okay na rin si peripheral. Okay? Okay na rin si same, no? Same. So, punta tayo kay further division ni motor. Okay? So, when we say autonomic and somatic, okay? So, ito. Si somatic, these are the responses, no, made by our voluntary muscles. Okay? So, for example, our skin nga, yun nga, yung ating skeletal muscle earlier, based on what I have said, ano siya? Voluntary. Kasi tayo nagko-control, no? Si skeletal. Si autonomic naman, these are the responses or these are the neurons attached to the visceral or smooth muscles as well as the cardiac muscle. So, balik tayo sa example natin. Kanina, the moment I see his abs, no? The moment na nakita ko yung abs, that's my sensory neuron or that's my sensory pathway working. The moment na hinawakan ko yung abs niya, that's my somatic pathway or somatic response working. Okay? If tumibok yung puso ko or nag-accelerate yung heartbeat ko because nakita ko yung abs niya, that's my visceral or autonomic nerve working. Okay? So, pag hinawakan ko, that's somatic. Pag lumakas yung tibok ng puso ko, that's autonomic or visceral. Iba pa nga yung yung kapag nakita mo siya, parang may butterflies on your stomach. Have you already heard about that? The butterflies on your stomach is also one response of your visceral or autonomic. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan. Okay? So, eto, balik tayo sa concept map again. Autonomic, involuntary. Somatic, the voluntary. Again, skin, no? Or like skeletal muscle. And then autonomic, yung parang nakita mo yung abs niya, parang naiihi-ihi ka niya. So, that's part of the autonomic. Okay? So, ganon. Next, under naman ng autonomic nervous system, you still have the sympathetic and parasympathetic. So, sympathetic, this is the flight or fight response. And parasympathetic, this is the rest and digest. So, ito yung difference. Please try to be familiar with this because mostly lumalabas yung ganito. Tandaan nyo lang po, parasympathetic, para yun sa rest and digest, that normal functions of our body. Okay? So, if nasa normal functions lang ang ating body, ganito yung mga responses. Okay? So, it stimulates the activity of the stomach, constrict airways, stimulates saliva, constrict pupils, activity of the intestine, contract gallbladder. Okay? And then, if sympathetic naman, or every time na may stress, no? Every time na may stress, nagdadilate yung pupils natin. Hindi nagproduce ng saliva. Pinaparelax yung airways. Kasi po, if nasa under stress tayo, or may emergency, no? The tendency is we are out of breath. No? We cannot catch our breath. So, ginagawa ni sympathetic, no? Pinaparelax niya yung airways natin. Kaya mas nagwo-work siya every time na may stress. Okay? So, every time na may stress, si sympathetic yung dapat nating or ang nagwo-work. Okay? So, paano ko matandaan yan? SS lang. Okay? So, SS, stress, sympathetic. Stress, sympathetic. Every time na may stress, si sympathetic yung in charge. Okay? Again, SS. Every time na may stress, si sympathetic yung in charge. Yun. So, ayun. So, medyo mahaba yung nervous system, but yun na po yung pinakasimpleng explanation paano ma-explain yung mga pathways na to and paano nag-work yung mga nervous or paano nag-work yung mga nerve cells or neurons natin. Okay, so please try to be familiar or memorize this concept map. It would really be a help, and once you memorize it, I'm sure you would this would really be helpful sa board exam. Okay? And once po na-memorize nyo, hindi lang naman po sapat na i-memorize nyo yung terms like CNS, PNS. Try nyo rin po i-apply sa mga actual examples, and try nyo rin po na i-recite or try nyo rin po na i-visualize on your own. Okay? So, yun. Ulitin ko lang, CNS, tsaka peripheral nervous system, CNS, brain, tsaka spinal column. Peripheral, lahat ng mga neurons na hindi sa brain and sa spinal. Okay? And then same, tandaan nyo lang si same at tandaan nyo lang si SAT-B. Wala din po to sa, I think, sa inyo, sa PDF na sinend ko. Please take note na lang po. Si motor, it could be autonomic response or somatic or voluntary response, no? And then si autonomic, it could be si sympathetic na for stress and si parasympathetic na for rest. Okay. So, I hope you understand. Ito po. May sagot po kasi, pero on reading the question, what do you think the answer is? In the nervous system, there is a tiny gap between two neurons which nerve impulse can pass. This cannot normally be bridged unless there is a conducting medium present. The gap is known as, yung gap daw po sa dalawang neurons, ano po yung tawag doon? Anyone? Okay, synapse. Okay.